Are you looking for the best backpacking sleeping pads of 2024? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best sleeping pads on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Thermarest NeoAir NXT. The classic pick for thru-hikers or backcountry adventurers who need ultra-light simplicity in a durable package. The time-tested NeoAir lineup gets a treasured update with the new X-Lite NXT, $210. One of our testers used the previous model alone for all 3 thru-hikes of the Triple Crown, at PCT and CDT, and while most accrued their fair share of patches along the way, they kept him warm and cozy through all sorts of terrain and climates. The X-Lite NXT uses a unique technology called a triangular core matrix, which stacks 2 layers of triangular baffles to create a super stable surface while trapping as much heat as possible. This is merged with a material called thermocapture, which keeps the pad at a feather-light 13 ounces, while still boasting a comparatively stellar R value of 4.5, up from 4.2 in the last model. This makes it, aside from Thermarest's Uberlight with half the R value, the lightest pad on this list. The obvious question when you see such a light, warm pad is, how long will it survive? While it's not as durable as some of the heavier denier pads we cover here, we can say from personal experience that if you take care of it, it'll fend off punctures and slow leaks over months of torture. This pad packs up tiny and disappears in your pack, yet offers superior comfort and warmth. It's perfect for light or ultra-light backpacking kits in pretty much any temperature you may encounter on a 3-season thru-hike. We recently took the new NXT pad on a winter backpacking trip through the Grand Canyon and were impressed by the comfy 3-inch height, a boost from its previous 2.5 inches, and improved insulation. For side sleepers who tend to bottom out pads, this is a welcome change. The winglock valve used to inflate/deflate the pad is brilliant. A larger opening than previous iterations allows it to inflate fast, and a one-way flap means you can pause between breaths without having air escape. Opening the valve and twisting the wings deflates the pad swiftly. The worst part of each morning. Negatives? The biggest con to the X-Lite used to be how darn loud it was, but the NXT update targeted that directly, reducing the noise by 83%. We've taken this on several backpacking trips already and even slept in a small cave with 3 other campers. They all agreed that the noise was next to none, and it didn't wake anybody up, no matter how much we squirmed around in the tight space. Nailed it, Thermarest. In short, the NeoAir X-Lite NXT is one of the best lightweight, durable, and streamlined pads you can buy for long treks across the country or sporadic adventures into the mountains where weight and warmth are paramount. At number 2. Nemo Tensor Extreme Conditions. Whenever 17 ounces and 8.5 R value fall in the same sentence, you know there's going to be drama. We're used to Nemo churning out groundbreaking, innovative products, but this one took the ultralight cult by surprise. The new Tensor Extreme Conditions, $250 EC, pad touts the bold claim of having the best warmth-to-weight ratio on the market. And well, objectively, they're not wrong. We were lucky to get an early look at this pad, and have been throwing it at some seriously gnarly adventures over the past few months. But, as a disclaimer, we haven't been able to test it in the Arctic conditions it was designed for and therefore can't speak with total authority on its claims. Make no mistake, this pad yearns for far-flung adventures on the very fringe of life-threatening conditions. We brought the EC on several chilly fall backpacking trips, overnight climbing excursions in Appalachia, and even a frigid 5-day ascent of El Cap in Yosemite to truly test its mettle. While a few qualms arose during testing, the Tensor EC undoubtedly sets a new bar in ultralight sleeping pad innovation. Capitalizing on Nemo's established sleeping pad tech, thermal mirror insulation, and new Apex baffles churn out serious heat without packing on pounds. For stellar warmth at an ultra-light weight, this is quite literally as good as it gets. Let's start with the cons. During our first night with the EC, we quickly realized we very much disliked its stuffed sack. You have to roll it up with factory precision if you want to stow it easily, and the plot thickens if you dare to add the included pump sack. Considering the EC is designed for use in ungodly temps, this is the last thing you want to fumble with as you try to retain the feeling in your fingers on freezing alpine starts. Additionally, the fabric is on the slippery side and the pad is a bit narrow compared to its competition, resulting in limbs sliding off occasionally at midnight. Also, the valve construction isn't our favorite. it can be a pain to inflate or top off by mouth. In light of what this pad accomplishes, however, those quibbles seem downright trivial. An 8.5R value at an impressively low 17 ounces with a 3.5-inch stack height is plenty to blow the pad's competition out of the water. No existing pad touches these stats. And, in our experience, it's not all talk. We were stunned at how warm it kept us on near-freezing nights, and how well it insulted us from cold seeping in from granite stone while sleeping on lofty ledges in Yosemite. This is due to a new unique tech called Apex baffles within the pad. In basic terms, Apex entails 4 layers of thermal film placed over trapezoidal trusses, flexible, vertical supports within the pad, reflecting body heat back at the user, and guarding against radiant heat loss, while also deflecting cold from the ground. This design cuts weight, boosts heat, and is shockingly quiet. We also found the lay-low valve to afford some of the easiest micro-adjustments of any pad we tried, even while fully weighted. Finally, the 20D and 40D nylon fabric held up to more abuse than we expected for a pad in this weight class. For the ultralight madman braving Arctic temps on hunting excursions or winter thru-hikes, you may have just stumbled across the backcountry bed of your dreams. We'll be sure to update our review as we test it in the temps it was made for. But frankly, as it stands, we're finding the Nemo Tensor extreme conditions hard to beat. At number 3. Thermarest NeoAir Uberlight. The most impressive thing about the NeoAir Uberlight, $230, is its weight or lack thereof. At just 8.8 ounces, it certainly won't weigh you down. And because it packs down to the size of a soda can, you'll have more room in your pack for other gear and snacks. But what really won us over is its comfort level. We were pleasantly surprised to find it felt great and wasn't noisy when we shifted positions during the night. As one tester noted, it was just as comfortable as other air mattresses of the same thickness. I could sleep on my side at my preferred air pressure without shoulder or hip pain. I flipped sides while sleeping, and the Uberlight was worlds quieter than the X-Lite, something tent mates and campsite neighbors will appreciate. I've had neighboring campers get up and move in the middle of the night because of the crackling of my X-Lite. Since 2020, Thermarest backpacking sleeping pads have featured the wing lock valve. The wings toggle for one-way inflation, making it far easier to blow up. It's the same easy-to-use Thermarest valves we've reliably used for years, except greatly improved. It's also available in a large version, which retails for $250 and weighs in at 12 ounces. At number 4. Nemo Switchback. It's hard to add even more innovation to the simple design and concept of an accordion-style foam pad, but the Nemo Switchback, $50 to $60 depending on length, continues to impress backpackers and campers with each new design and update. Their latest iteration offers even greater plushness via taller nodes and a smaller pack size for a cozy, warm pad that will hold up to the wear and tear of weekend use or a months-long thru-hike. Plus, at $55, it's a nice break for your wallet. For years the Thermarest Z-Lite has been the industry's foam pad standard, without much competition. Now, with the Switchback making a name for itself in the backpacking world, it's not the only slab of foam seen strapped to hikers' packs on trail. Though it's 0.5 ounces heavier than the Z-Lite and has the same R value of 2, it's a tad bit thicker, and we feel like it offers just a little more cushion and comfort. It's definitely one of the best foam pads we've slept on. A metallized thermal reflective film bounces heat back to your body, while dual-density axiatomic foam provides a soft layer of comfort, paired with a tougher layer for support. This makes the pad a solid insulator on its own in milder temps, or a great way to add more comfort, protection, and warmth when paired with an inflatable pad on colder adventures. While we haven't had the chance to put it through a 2,000+ mile trek yet, it's shown little wear and tear as we've tested it, and a plethora of online comments praise its durability and comfort over the length of a taxing thru-hike. We'd say you don't have to worry about this falling apart anytime soon. As an ultralight standalone pad for fast and light missions or another addition to your sleep system for freezing expeditions, the Nemo Switchback will have you in a deep, comfortable slumber every night.